The original plan on Sanctuary was that there was going to be two long tracks, two 20-minute tracks, and then a short track at the end, a 3 or 4 minute track. And, similar sort of Tubular Bells, where you had the sort of sailor's hornpipe at the end, and again, from a sort of marketing point of view, it was quite difficult to think how we would have something to play on radio and on YouTube and things, a short section and things. So we, try to have everything. We thought we'd put a short track at the end of the album. But then when we sort of finished it and I listened to it, speaking with Tom Newman as well, and he said the same. That he didn't think it fitted at the end, because you went through these two sections. Two long tracks, and the end of the second track, the second part of Sanctuary, such a definitive ending. It was quite strange to start back up with another bit of music, really. That was complete, and I was speaking to Tom Newman, and then I said, that I was worried it was quite a short album, and I needed more in the end, and I needed something for promo and all this kind of stuff, and he said, that's the wrong way to look at it. You could look from a musical point of view. If that's what it is, those two long bits of music, and if they last 38 minutes or an hour, 2 hours, that's what it is. And don't worry about it. And I think on reflection, it was right not to put this track on the end. But it meant that I'd recorded these two tracks, which I was going to choose from, and being a horror film fan from years ago, from watching, from all the Hammer films and things. Two of my favourite films, one was Witchfinder General, which is an amazing film, the look and everything, and the other film then was The Wicker Man, and they were both made around the same time, sort of early 70s, and there's a definite look to them and a feel. And there's a track in it's actually there was an instrumental in Witchfinder General, which I almost recorded, and I thought, oh, shall I do that one? Shall I do that one? And then, but there was this song in The Wicker Man, which is made quite famous by is a scene where Britt Ekland is sort of frolicking around and taunting Edward Woodward, and the song is amazing. It's a stunning song, and the whole soundtrack to the film, The Wicker Man, is brilliant. But this song is stunning. I thought that's what I'll do. I'll do that. But obviously, it had singing in it. So again, that was another reason when I came to listen to the whole album to see if it worked. Having these two instrumental tracks and then this song coming on with vocals, it didn't fit. But the version I did of it was, it came out so well, and I had Harrod Brennan, who was doing vocals, backing vocals and things on the Sanctuary album, and she'd sung on the Compendium album, then Lily with Steve Hackett, and she sang it, and the vocal was so good. It was mind-blowing, and I just thought, this is an amazing track. So I was left with this song, and didn't know what to do with it. And the other thing we did, we shot this film, again going back to my horror film, love of all those sort of gothic films. And I love the sort of filmmaking and video making and things. And we made this amazing short film for The Wicker Man. And we went to this haunted house in Wales, and it's genuinely haunted. And I wanted to shoot this sort of gothic themed horror video. And it was quite scary. We were there, we had to knock all the lights off to film it. And then we were there, 10 o'clock at night, it was pitch black. And we had a couple of actors, some great guys come in, a couple of friends of mine, and we had two of my children dressed up in these pagan masks, and we had these masks which you see in The Wicker Man, where all the villagers are wearing these masks. And I had them made in Lithuania. There's a woman who makes these masks, and they're stunning. There's a horse's head, there's a rabbit, and an owl, and they look really scary. And my two children dressed up with these masks on in this haunted house, and we had a couple of other kids as well. And it was quite eerie and quite disturbing, really. But it looked stunning. So I had these tracks and then the amazing video, but I was unable to use them. So when the album came out, I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? So the idea came to do this EP, and so I had the Willow song, and at the same time, when I recorded the finished vocal for Willow's song, I also had the idea of doing Scarborough Fair, the Simon and Garfunkel track, which I loved. And I was going to choose which one was going to be the extra track in the album. So again, and Harrod came in and sang Scarborough Fair, but that just sat on my. I didn't finish it up because I thought the Willow song was the better track. So again, that sat on my hard drive. So I've recently finished that, finished all the production on it. And I say again, it's an amazing vocal and lovely sound on it. So I had those 2 tracks. There was also a couple of instrumental bits from the original Sanctuary session that I didn't use. So, I played them and thought, oh God, they should have been on the album. So I finished them up. There was 2 of them. I had a couple of piano demos I've done for the album, and I did an extended version of Willow song as well with a guitar solo on the end. So there's a nice little accompaniment to the album really, and it's just nice to finally be able to show everyone the video and people hear the song and see what people make of it.